Hello, everybody. Welcome to another edition of Knightcast, your your weekly show of all things gaming, film, and indie galore. We bring the truth to light and clear up the misconceptions and the utter screwery of everything going on. We bring you the direct info rather than the fluff. And first topic today.
Like
This one hurt. This
a
one
lot of it
really
hurt.
hurt. I
There was a lot
woke
of
up.
good, great news we had this year, but I say this every other month on this channel, to even just to my coworkers at work. We are losing so many wonderful, talented individuals on screen, off screen. It hurts. There's not too many of them left anymore, but sadly, the great martial artist himself, Chuck Norris, has sadly passed away. Because this one hurt because he was hospitalized quickly, and I remember sending out to everybody that I knew at the time. I'm like, "Hey, pray for Chuck. Just pray for him. Hopefully, he can recover." But even Chuck can't defeat death. No one can. Sometimes the good Lord takes and he gives, and the Lord said this time around, it's time. Oh man, great martial artist. He was good acting. I remember watching Texas Rangers from time to time. Really good show with the martial arts. So, but man, Chuck. That one hurt that day. That one hurt.
I woke up at let's see, March 20th. That was on Friday. So I woke up Friday morning to go to work, and that's when I heard the announcement. I was on my way to work that morning when I heard about it. At first, I'm like, that can't be because you and I and many others we're used to like celebrity death hoaxes and everything. We're so used to that. But unfortunately, these last years, it's impossible to tell what is real and what is a hoax when it comes to a passing of an actor or actress. It's gotten that difficult. Don't Won't you agree, Joker?
Yes, I think my dad got tricked that Morgan Freeman passed away. I'm like, Dad, if you see it on Facebook, it's probably fake. Probably most of the time. Because Facebook, along with a few others, are getting filled with joke post, AI stuff. I know one of my buddies got tricked by some of the Mario or Shadow Sonic stuff. I'm like, which we'll get to later. But you got to be confirming this with everybody, and he wanted to know. But I'm like, I haven't heard anything on the other site, or elsewhere. So no, I don't think Mr. Freeman's passed away yet. Even though any day now he could go away at his age.
Ah, and here he is, Mr. Phoenix himself. Welcome,
Yeah,
welcome.
yeah.
Like Phoenix
Sorry.
said, not everybody can defeat death. No one can.
Yes, death is the one enemy that even Chuck Norris couldn't roundhouse kick.
Man.
The way that I like to say it is, uh, the Grim Reaper didn't come for Chuck Norris. Chuck Norris sought out the Grim Reaper when he was ready, and he was ready. The Grim Reaper's like, "Oh, thank you, Chuck Norris. We've had you on our list for 30 years. Thank you. You've killed so many of my brothers. Thank you." It's like Betty White with a shotgun every year. You know the old story. It's like death comes to Betty White's door. Hey, Death, how you doing? Good. Just seeing how you doing. I'm doing good. Good. Just checking. See you later. See you next year. That's yeah. What sucks is he was pretty active even like a few weeks prior to his death. Like he posted a Instagram video for like his 86th birthday, But yeah, but like at 86, at that age, people can go pretty quick.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. But man, when I saw the news just saying, I was like, yeah, well, live the good life, yes, but just remember them. They all never die. Their legacy lives on. When is a man forgotten?
It
When
said
does
a
a man die?
man. It said a man.
When does a man die? When they're forgotten?
It said a person dies twice. One when their physical body dies, and the next when the last person who remembers them fades. Then that person truly dies.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And in that sense, um, I have a feeling Chuck Norris will be truly immortal because he's somebody that will be remembered forever. I mean, we're still talking about Socrates. We're still talking about Plato. Thousands of years later, I believe Chuck Norris will be one of those people, one of those things. Like I guarantee you, in the year 10,087, they'll still be watching Walker Texas Rangers. Sorry, I couldn't hold it. Don't
worry, I brought that up too with the manliest
song
in the eyes of a ranger. Kids will never know how badass that theme actually is.
Yeah, because once the theme kicks in and the show comes on, asses were in seats. Like no matter what you did, grandma dropping the knitting sweater, dad coming in with the popcorn and the drinks, mom telling the kids, "Come sit with us, kids," and the kids are like, "Ooh."
We watched a little bit of that for Criminal Justice and Law.
You want to know the thing that? Sorry, I interrupted you.
Because the teacher wants to know that Chuck is a ranger here, but here's the department he works for. So can't remember exactly the correct episode, but he picks up the phone call. It's like, yes, this is. It's like, all right, I'll be right there.
So the thing I always appreciated most about Chuck Norris is obviously he has like this larger than life persona, but you ask him about Bruce Lee, and without missing a beat, he'll be like, "Yeah, Bruce Lee was better than me." Like Bruce Lee was a much better martial artist. He always gave Bruce Lee his flowers. He always gave him his just desserts, and and this is a person who sparred with Bruce Lee, who definitely is like one of the few people who would keep up with him, who was close to his level. Like if they sparred 10 times, Chuck Norris might win like 1 or 2, maybe 3. But I always appreciated that he always gave respect to Bruce Lee, and I really appreciate that.
Yes. Mm-hmm. I mean, that's how you know they're actually one of the better ones, showing respect. And that's the thing. Thank you, Chuck, for showing respect to the masters. But he's not the only one. I saw this on Phoenix's timeline. Valerie passed away.
Miss Tesswalker!
Miss Tesswalker. I mean, she's still pretty good for her age for the most part, but Miss Tesswalker.
Well, she's dead now, but.
Well, still good at the time, but sadly she passed away. And like I said,
sorry.
Every year just sucks. Every year just sucks, man, because we're losing so many of them, and a lot of them are old, like we said, but
it's been a bloodbath the past month.
Mm-hmm.
It's been a bloodbath.
I know. 82, because I still remember her from Superman 2, but I also remember watching a little bit of Slaughterhouse-5, and I'm like, oh yeah, that's the actress from Slaughterhouse-5. I'm like, that's why I remember her for the most part. But 82 is still a good life at least, but without fighting at least. But man, at least she's reunited with Lex, so that's a good thing at least. So she's reunited with everybody now, so that's a good thing. I did say, but there's a couple more. We got a couple more because it was a sad week. You know Buffy a little bit better than me, so I'll let you guys take the wrench.
This one hit me hard. I actually met him at Motor City Comic Con 2014. So I'm a huge Buffy fan. All right, I watched the entire series, and I basically watched it through Xander. Xander to me was like the one I'm most related to. I mean, also helped that the actor Nicholas Breslin, I'm Nick, we're fellow Nick, so I always got that kind of thing. And he was the normal guy. He was like, he was the Sokka, if you will. Like the normal guy in a group of superheroes. You know what I'm saying? And I always kind of appreciated he had that everyman quality to him. Yeah, he was my favorite character. I like Spike was cool, badass, but Nick, Xander was my guy. And I met him in 2014. I kind of poured my heart out, kind of said what his character meant to me. And there was this kind of pause where he didn't really know how to take it, and he said thanks. I mean, some random person just walked up and poured their heart out to you like that. What do you do? So I don't blame him. I shook his hand, and then I kind of laughed, and that it was nice. He had his demons, alcohol, drugs, I think some mental health problems. In his later on in his life, he wasn't kind of the best person to be around. So a lot of the Buffy cast are choosing to remember him as the person who he was, not who he became, which fair enough, I guess. But I don't. Also, Nicholas Breslin had a stutter too, so that take that as well. By the way, did you know that he had an identical twin brother? He has an identical twin brother.
Oh, really? I did not know that. That's news to me. Wow.
Yeah, there's an episode where Xander is doubled. They just had his twin brother come on.
That's pretty clever, actually. That's pretty good. You might as well use him.
Yeah, so somebody is gonna be walking the streets of LA, and they see a guy looking like Nicholas Breslin. They walk up to him and be like, "Oh, I'm his twin brother." So it's gonna be kind of awkward for the rest of his life. Didn't you die? No, my brother did. Also, identical twin. Obviously, they have that connection, so that guy's got to be going through it. Imagine going to a funeral and you see your own face plastered everywhere, or just being at the funeral and they're talking about this person and you look exactly like him. That has got to be freaking surreal.
I bet. Both him and the Ice Princess are together again. So,
yeah.
But there's one more. Then we'll get to some of the more uplifting, positive stuff to talk about. Like we said, behind the scenes stuff. I think also another one from Hanna-Barbera also passed away. But Tech Nicholas, for the Hanna-Barbera composer for Flintstone and Scooby-Doo and so much more, passed away at 97. 97 is a good life, good sir. And I just want to say, as a fellow musician, as a trumpet player, thank you for creating some of the iconic sounds we hear in all of our favorite shows. Thank you for showing the world your talent.
Yeah.
Just think about without some of those iconic chase scenes or the now then, meet the Flintstones. I can just share that in my mind right now when I saw that news. But damn, I'm so good life. Thank you so much.
And that's the power that these composers have, because when you do see Scooby-Doo, Flintstones, you hear the theme, you hear the theme song without even having to look it up or listen to it. You hear it in your head. It's the same thing with John Williams, with Jaws and Star Wars and the like. You just hear it.
Yeah. I'm looking at all the celebrities who have died this year, and it is actually a big list. We've lost a lot of people, and it's not even April yet.
Oh boy, that's gonna.
Catherine O'Hara, Brad Arnold, James Vanderbeek, Robert Duvall, Eric Dane, Robert Carradine. God, that's just some of them.
I think some of them are catching us by surprise, and others are just
yeah. No. Some of them, they're kind of up there in age. Brad Arnold, 3 Doors Down. He was 47. He had kidney cancer. Catherine O'Hara was 71. I mean, 71. I don't know. In today's age, 71 feels young.
I think we had that conversation with me and Emmett not too long ago. I think maybe if several streams back ago that
James Vanderbeek was 48.
No, that one hit me. I'm like, Mr. Vanderbeek? I'm like, man, no.
Robert Duvall was 95. Good run.
Yep, and Buffy's sister, she was like only in her 30s, 40s. Correct me if I'm wrong. Like she's young, she's older than me, but even I'm like, oh, she just got some operations done, and yet it was. I know that took the world by surprise too. It's like, damn.
Yeah, Nicholas Breslin was 54. I mean, he had a lot of health problems. Yeah.
All right, but to all these wonderful people, thank you. You're never forgotten. Legends never die. The legacy lives on. So thank you to all of you. Thank you. All right, before we move on, I saw this tweet from Phoenix of saying that we should help out a fellow comic book pro. So thank you. This is why I keep saying I follow a lot of people. So we got back over here. We're 2 backers. Well, probably no longer. We just need a small push. 5 days to go before the campaign ends.
I always try to retweet and show support when I can to my fellow.
Retweet out. So I'll do that as well. Give them a like. We retweet out. Here's the campaign. So if anybody wants to know, here it is. So 1 backer away, like I said, or more. So here it is. So go ahead. Okay, my mouse just freaked out just for a second.
Yeah, I'll be going into pro. Oh, sorry. Do your thing first.
No. But I like what I see for the most part. I think my mouse just freaked out. So.
Yeah.
I like what I see. So if this interests anybody, go here and back it up. So Gemini Crusaders, the Atomic Conductor, on Kickstarter right now. So go ahead, Phoenix.
Yeah, like honestly, in about a month or so, this will be me because I'll be starting pre-launch in May, and then I launch in June. So I got another month of peace before it's crazy.
And I'm getting excited because he knows he knows already. So
I mean, I know you're already sold, but can I make you sold even more?
Yes, you can.
Do you know? Did you know that I'm having someone write a foreword for the book? The foreword is going to be written by. It's actually already has been written by Chuck Dixon.
Interesting. All right. I'll be on the lookout for that. So, and as always, once that campaign goes live, as we'll give it a good shout out. So,
yep.
All right. So next, I think we just got to get this out of the way right now. I felt nothing.
I was like, it looked okay. Like I don't know. I'm not. I just. It's like I cared a little bit, but like it just not enough to really want to watch it.
Like I say, one of the pros I would like to say is that they'll probably, like Phoenix said, they'll adapt more of the materials from the books. Since the later books kept coming out, they had to get production in right away. So you'll be missing a lot of the material.
Hermione and Snape really took it out of me. Like someone actually had to point out who was Snape, and that is bad. When you have
Oh god. Okay, I gotta show him. He's over here somewhere. There he is. There's Snape. I'm like, that's Snape?
Like,
I know he's a good actor, but going up against Alan Rickman?
But here's the problem, okay? What wizard wears freaking dreadlocks? Like, that is a muggle fashion. Also, were those even fashionable in the 90s? That feels like a 2000s. No. So it's not even of the time. So, like, even pretending. Also, why would a wizard, he's a half-blood, he was raised in the wizarding world, why would he even care about muggle fashion trends of how they do their hair?
Yeah, this took me out of it completely.
Like Lee Jordan had dreads, but was Lee Jordan a muggle born or was he I can't remember. because like I know in the movies he had dreads, but also the movies were very much in the 2000s. Lee Jordan, Harry. I'm looking it up right now.
Okay, I hope he's a good actor, but I think if they had to pick somebody, I'm like, why didn't you go with Adam Driver or some like a
Christ, I
theater
hate
kid?
these, like, do you know any of these wikis? That you get bombarded by ads.
Oh boy.
He's a pure blood or half. He's a pure blood or half blood, according to the wiki. So
okay.
These
are iffy. Like the one thing I would like to say.
I don't know. Sorry.
One thing I would like to say positively is that I do like the set design, production design, because obviously they still have access to everything, so it's still going to look good. But
that's also a hindrance.
Yep.
It's also a hindrance because if they're using, because Harry Potter benefited from old English architecture, like Christ College, is where they shot a lot of the scenes. They're probably going to go back to the same places. I don't know why. I don't know why, but it looked very Hogwarts. Like the look of the show kind of reminded me of Hogwarts Legacy a little bit, which is probably not an accident.
Too. And probably when I kept saying like, yeah, some of these locations are still around. They haven't destroyed them, so might as well use them.
That's also, I disagree because that invites comparison to the original, and it also
and that's the second thing I was going to bring up. Now you're always going to be comparing to the films, and ironically, that when that first film came out on actual film, God, does it still hold up?
And the thing is, people are showing like shot
for shot,
like the train scene. Oh my God, the film looks so much better. It was lit more. Like somebody pointed out, all these films are so freaking dark. You can't freaking look at the Snape shot. You can also I'm not okay. The fact that he's African American, when you're lighting it like this way, you can barely see the guy. Okay, I want to see the actors.
Exactly. Okay. This was horrible this is horrible lighting. Again, not nothing against the actors.
Look at the scenes from the movie, even like the Chamber of Secrets, where it's all dark. You can still see the characters. Like it's pitch black, but you can still see the characters clearly. This just looks like they're trying to save money on lights. They're running at like half power because the budget or some. I'm trying not to curse.
Or I think one of the main things what I've been hearing a little bit is that sometimes we're seeing too much details in the background due to some of the camera equipment we have. Part of that is, as some people say, like lighting. Like, look how the lighting is. I'm like, where's the light sources coming from? So take that for example, or even like early digitals look a little bit better when you go not too early, because again, there's one of my favorite films, 28 Days Later. It looks crappy on purpose because those were the early recording devices.
Well, here's the thing, though. When you shoot on film, I think 32 millimeter film is roughly the equivalent of like 8K footage. I don't know the exact thing, but like that's why you can, like, if something is shot on film, you can like scan the negatives and get a really good 4K picture. And Harry Potter was shot on film. Obviously, the effects were rendered in, let's say, 2K or whatever. I don't freaking know. But the shot itself, when shown in theaters, you're being shown an 8K image, essentially.
Like, here's some of the shots that, again, people were pointing out. Like, look at the halls comparison. God, it's like, again, digital wax. They did do wax candles, but they kept falling on things, so they all became digital. But no one would notice until you pointed out. Fun fact about the floor, not a single tile broke for all 8 movies. Well, I spent a lot of money on the floor.
Well, the thing about the Harry Potter sets is, I think the Great Hall was actually shot in, even if they built a set. One sec, I'm going to remove the shoe from my rat. She's making me yell.
They did build it, but along with the
They
tiles,
built it to last because they knew they were doing 8 movies. You know, they knew going into this, they were doing like 8, 9 movies, and they're going to be revisiting these sets a lot. So when they first constructed the sets, they built them to last. They built them
They
with
were
the
hoping that
understanding of these are
nothing
going
was
to be
going to
standard.
break in this.
Well, the thing is, I remember them talking about it. They built the floor with like real York stone because they wanted the sound, like an actual sound of like the feet on the stone. You know, most movie sets wouldn't build it out of stone because that's a really expensive material, not just in cost but also to work with.
And if
Like
you're
they
the
probably
sound
like
guy, pain in the ass too, getting the audio and everything. But they wanted, like they said, they wanted the actual sound. So even the sound department teams are gonna be like, "We're gonna trust you. We can work with it."
Well, they wanted the sound of like the footsteps on like real York stone, so the sound guys are probably like, you know, like they had to capture it in real time. But I mean, it's not that difficult.
Like even Diagon Alley, I don't think we even see Diagon Alley in the trailer at all. But I'm like, this. I always wanted to visit this damn place. I'm like, all the people, all the shops looks
I mean,
cool. Like even this hall shop versus the other Snape hall shop, it's a night and day difference.
it's darkness, and even though they're deep in the background, you can still make who each of them is.
And the forest shop. Ooh, I always loved coming here at night. Hated the spiders at the second movie.
But
Now
again, like this one kind of relies on silhouettes of characters. Like, sure, you can't make who the other ones are. We clearly know who Hagrid is.
And leave the show. So,
all right, if I'm gonna give advice to any creators, mind your silhouettes. Silhouettes are like extremely important for character creation.
Exactly, because we won't know who it is, and it's like, okay, that is obvious that is if that is supposed to be Snape, I can barely see the fucking
Also,
character.
I don't remember a single note of music from this entire trailer.
Nope.
I want to know if it's just trailer
and
music.
I can literally play Hedwig's theme in my head right now.
And that's the thing. The first trailer. Well, even for the first music, fun fact for those who don't know, John Williams never even saw the film, but the first piece of score he actually made was the Hagrid's theme, the iconic dun 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 dun, and that sold the entire trailer. It was like, yeah. And the issue I have with
I don't care if they use that again. It's because like certain themes, like James Bond, like the Bond theme, the Superman March, John Williams, Top Gun anthem. You know, like was I mad when Top Gun anthem showed up in Maverick? No, I was happy. So use Hedwig's theme. I want them to use Hedwig's theme.
Use it.
Like in Night of the Seven Kingdoms when they busted in the Game of Thrones theme when Baelor showed up. That was a great moment. That was a perfect time to drop the theme. And Creed, when in the last round when he finally showed up and they finally busted out the Rocky theme, great time.
Badass moment. Badass.
I love that moment.
That was a badass. That's so in the movie right there. I was like, yeah, this is what.
Yeah.
No, I want to know if there's like just made specifically for the trailer itself, like they commissioned someone
possibly, but like I can understand them not wanting to use the John Williams theme because like they're trying to distance themselves from that version. Also, I did laugh out loud when they said from the beloved children's series by J.K. Rowling.
Let me find it. It's over here somewhere. A new HBOC. It's over here somewhere. I know it is. Oh God. There it is.
Yeah. One thing I actually will commend the series for. There's kind of like this Hollywood trope of casting good-looking people for for your movies. So the fact that like Aunt Petunia looking very plain looking or even hairy, like all these actors aren't like glammed up Hollywood ready. Like if you go and look at the original movie, they're all amazingly good-looking people, you know. But this one, they look more normal, and I kind of respect that approach. Like, there's a certain grunginess to how they're presenting it. It looks 90s British middle class, and I think, okay, that works.
Yeah, like that. This is like the one scene in the trailer that I did like a lot, because it felt like genuine to me. Like
Harry looks fine. I think the Harry look is fine.
Ron looks fine.
I disagree. I think Ron looks generic. They got the wrong actress for Hermione. Like, I'm sorry, Hermione's white. She is described as white in the books,
and also Snape as well. So okay, here we go. We're gonna go down that boat, but
actually, like,
that's gonna be.
I'm actually gonna be controversial here. When I was reading the Harry Potter books in 2000s, I thought Snape was Arabic because like they had like the long nose, and if you look at the illustrations, like the illustrations from the book at the time, they drew him very Arabic, like Arabian, like like he had like that, like the way they described him, like the nose, like they described him like he had like an Arabic nose, kind of thing. So I always envisioned Snape as Arabic. But that's just like
maybe he'll get better, but I just like that small interaction, a little different. But Hermione, but there's one thing I'm going to say, because we're not complete jerks here. My best wishes and luck to the child actors here. So good luck. Good luck.
If they do one thing, if they can do one thing, I will commend them for it. If they don't take all of Ron's best lines, and give them to Hermione, and let Ron actually be a freaking character and not let Hermione steal the show, I will be happy. Because that's like the one big problem with the movie.
Not Leviosa.
No, like all of Ron's best moments. Like the whole explain Mudbloods thing was Ron explaining that in between puking in the book, and let Hermione do it. Or like a lot of Hermione's Ron's best lines are given to Hermione. Like Hermione gets a huge boost in the movies. Once you notice it, you can't unsee it.
I think I have to rewatch those movies to be like, oh god, is it? So, we'll see. So good luck. It is coming out.
Here's what you need to do: read the book and then immediately watch the movie.
Well, funny enough, I actually do have all the books now. It was was it a Colossal Con 2022 when the lockdowns were all lifted in November. I was just walking around my Moogle outfit and everything. This lady looks at me with my friend. She's like, "Hey, Moogle, do you want all the Harry Potter books for free?" I'm like, "I'll take them." So that's how I got the books again. So I'm like, just gave it to me for free. So, all right, there's that. So, but anyway, I did see Project Hail Mary. I absolutely loved it. And for once, somebody said what I've been saying for years. Yes, we still need fans to get into the theaters. But Ryan is also absolutely right about this portion. We gotta make good movies to get us into the theaters. That's
Star Wars Starfighter is gonna fail. I'm sorry, I'm just gonna say it. Star Wars Starfighter is gonna. Ryan Gosling alone cannot save Star Wars. Mandalorian is gonna do okay. It's gonna do 400 to 500 million. It's not gonna be the gangbuster people think it is. And Star Wars Starfighters will bomb.
I want to love it, but nothing's convinced me. Not even you, Mr. Reynolds, can get me quite in. Maybe a friend wants to see it, then I'll go see it.
Like, what's the hook of Star What's the hook of Star Wars Starfighter? Ryan Gosling.
Nobody knows.
Nobody knows. Mandalorian Grogu is Mandalorian Grogu. At least it has something. Even that is kind of weighing. But like, I don't, because like, look at like the reaction. Like the Mandalorian Grogu came out, and people were like, "Oh, okay." It just looks like an episode of the show. Disney Plus has done so much harm. God damn it. Sorry. I'm getting worked up right now.
Go ahead. You can vent. I'll let you vent.
No, it's fine.
Okay. But even besides that, I still think the statement is still true. We got to make good stuff. Yes, I know what people are going to say, but you guys keep saying you want original films and you don't see them. But that's the thing. It's still a gamble.
I mean, are they even really... When they make original films, they usually come out on Netflix. They don't get marketed, they don't get marketed. So nobody watches them on Netflix. or if they come to theaters, they get even less marketing, and usually they get low budgets, and nobody goes to see them.
So, or again, it's a limited theatrical run because again, no faith, but it's the same story. Then it gets dumped somewhere else, and when it does well, people are like,
look at Sinners.
"Why didn't you
Look at
see
Sinners.
it?"
That's an original movie that did really well. I don't think I would like the movie. I don't think it's for me, but it did really well, and that's an original movie that was marketed and pushed. So we can make an original movie. Sinners.
Yes, loved it. So good.
That's an original movie. That's an original movie. It can be done. Sinners proves it can be done.
I think I saw the movie called Cop Shop. Cop Shop? Yeah, I think it was called Cop Shop. Or now these two are like, what are you talking about? Very Quentin Tarantino-esque at the style that they were going for. Had a great soundtrack. It was also very tense in this, like the police department that they're in the middle of a desert. And you kind of got a little bit of a thriller, who do you trust vibe going through. Very good, but at the same time, I was probably like the only one in my town who saw it, outside a few other people, and it didn't even last a full 2 weeks. And then
Joker, I got a question for you.
Yes.
What do you think about Dune Messiah?
It's still my top one film to see this year.
I'm kind of worried. I liked Dune 1 and 2, but the Chani, like what they did to Chani, oh my god.
Oh, I don't know what they're doing with her with that. Again, my faith is with Denise so much, but if the studio is meddling and he's losing his grip on them,
he chose to make Chani the way he
nervous.
did. Let's be
So
honest. He chose to make Chani the way she did.
Probably some of the writers.
It's not even Chani. I'm sorry. That's not even her. That's like it's so far.
We should have had Jenna. We should have Miss Ortega instead. We should have had Jenna Ortega.
Literally anyone. Emma Myers would have been a better Chani. Joker, you would have been a better. Like, I just don't like Zendaya. I don't like Zendaya.
Well, give me a wig. I'll lose 30 to 40 pounds. I'll take my face up. I would do it.
Speaking of Zendaya, what do you think of Spider-Man Brand New Day trailer?
I like what I see for the most part. Like I said, I think you and I got some faith a little bit. I just don't like this. Well, it's not the MJ. That's the only good thing about that one. She's not the MJ. It's just a different.
Well, it sounds like the problem I have with the Homecoming trilogy is they've been very schizophrenic. Like they did the drop of calling her MJ at the film. In Far From Home, they called her Michelle the entire movie. I think they called her MJ in No Way Home. So like they've been very like back and forth. Like is she the, and then like No Way Home kind of like yes she is the MJ of this universe. But the thing that I'm kind of excited for is Sadie Sink as Jean Grey. It's pretty much all but confirmed at this point. Like that one shot of like the soldier like smiling and then kind of jumped. That's obviously Jean Grey jumping from mind to mind.
Well, we'll see. Obviously, with the one and only, the Voss himself as Scorpion. Again, we need
finally.
We need to hear the. Did I ever tell you the definition of insanity?
I'm sorry.
Again,
that pissed me off so much because at the end of Homecoming, when we had him, he's a Scorpion. They never did anything with it. I was so pissed because he was the perfect actor for Scorpion. And
here he is. And it took a half a decade for him to finally come back a little bit more. So,
I'm sold. I'm sold on Brand New Day. I think it's going to be great. I think Sadie Sink is a perfect Jean Grey.
Oh, you think we're going to get Man-Spy? Because that was like the last Knightcast we talked about the whole plot line. Because I'm like, he's mutating.
They're definitely teasing it. I think if we're going to get it, it's probably just going to be for one scene. I think. I don't know, because like, there's been some like leaks, and then like the trailers kind of supported stuff, like Michelle and Ned. They remember working with Spider-Man. They just don't remember who he is. So like, they've been trying to track him down, or something. And reportedly like Jean Grey's going to restore the memories, and then they're both going to die in Doomsday. These are leaks, mind you, by the way.
Leaks, rumors, so we'll wait till the final product comes out. So, but I'm still excited. It's kind of cool to see the Hand. I'm like, all right, cool. We'll probably get Daredevil in here. Awesome to see Frank Castle. Please, if you do not have a Daily Rebugle newspaper of whoever is hiring Frank or whoever, of the whole Triple J going, Spider-Man's a criminal. You should not be interfering with police business.
See, the problem is, yeah, that's kind of the problem is, because like the original origin of the Punisher is Kingpin hired him, but I'm sorry, but there's no way that Frank would work for the Kingpin.
Or at least someone just hire him and just say, take care of the spider problem, please.
Also, having the Hand show up and not Daredevil is really weird.
I think Charlie is in the film somewhere, but that's another rumor. So it's weird though.
Like they know each other. I don't know.
I mean, to be fair, technically, we'll wait till the film comes out.
I wonder if Happy's going to show up. I wonder if Happy will appear.
He might be at the funeral, or at the cemetery. So we'll see. But then again, he's still got to get that suit for Secret Wars. So could be at the end of the movie where it's like, hey, we need your help. Come over this. Yeah, I would help you guys out, but I don't have a suit. Go over here. We got that over there.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, obviously for Secret Wars, he's going to get the black suit. I think that's pretty much all
black suit regardless.
Yeah, so in some way they'll do it. It would be really funny because Tom Holland knows about the black suit and the black goo because he No Way Home, because he knows about it.
I know. I just love that they brought that up. It's like so he did get the black suit finally. But I think Phoenix and everyone else is happy. OpenAI shutting down Sora. And
this is a sign of what's to come.
It's healing. The world is slowly healing.
OpenAI will not exist in 6 months. That's my prediction. They're circling the drain.
I will quote Phoenix on that. The world is slowly healing.
I'm not saying the AI bubble is popping. I mean, it's looking like it might.
Little poke.
But I think it's pretty certain OpenAI is circling the drain. The AI itself, I would like to say it's going down, but I can't really have anything to point to. But OpenAI definitely is circling the drain. I think that's pretty obvious.
We're getting a little closer, so I'm getting happy just a little bit. It's a small tear, but not a big tear I'm looking for. But it's a starting point. And speaking about Spider-Man, we got some tease a little bit for Beyond the Spider-Verse, so a little bit some concept to behind the scenes stuff. So I don't think we're getting this till next year, I believe. So we're getting closer, but hopefully I get to see this soon and not be like, oh God, I'm going to be waiting forever, because finish the story, end it on a nice note at least, and we'll see some cool fights at least and a good drama story. Although tying 3 separate plot lines into one movie, that is a big challenge for them.
Mm-hmm.
Question: do you think Tom Holland will appear?
I know we got Donald Glover for his version of the Prowler. So
Also, do you think this will lead into Doomsday? Because the whole point of Doomsday is multiple dimensions and incursions.
I know they set the incursions in Beyond the Spider in the second film. Yes,
I think Doomsday will have a. Here's my theory. I think Doomsday will have a 30-second shot of a Spider-Verse thing collapsing, and that'll be their acknowledgement of the whole Spider-Verse stuff. They'll have a 10-second, 30-second scene of something happening.
They weren't afraid of showing the other spiders in the second film, so that was very cool. We got to see all the different variations from past media, so it's not unlikely we will see Tom. So I'll say,
Donald Glover appeared in the second movie, so that was cool.
Yeah, I did mention that he did appear. That pretty badass. very cool of him to do that. So I would say
And
yes.
Spider-Man 2 had a direct tie-in with Spider-Verse.
Mm-hmm.
So I think we'll probably see
Spider-Man confirm what happened to one of the officers that we never got confirmation what happened to him. So
I wouldn't be surprised. I would not be surprised if PS4. Like, how crazy would it be if one of the Spider-Verses they actually go to the Sony, like the Spider-Man verse, and to like talk to that Miles.
The cameo was there, but I wouldn't mind seeing the PS4 version. But get rid of that.
No, like they go to that Earth. They go to that Earth.
But get rid of that god awful toothpaste soup. I'm sorry, that is an ugly suit. I'm like,
but it's a Miles original.
But it's terrible. It has
wasn't his original suit. Wasn't his first suit a Miles original?
But that first suit was better though. But the blue does not work. It has the worst. I'm sorry, Phoenix. If anybody does the sneaker trend, I go no. Only a couple that made it work. And the stupid hair on top, I'm like, oh god, like why?
Well, a lot of Miles' costumes use like sneakers, like Nikes, but at least that the colors go with the suit. Like his black one has like the black and red Nikes that look pretty good,
which I actually did appreciate. Actually, I know white's it's a new balance out color, but when you see the suit, I'm like, no. I literally did the ooh. What's that? What's the on my stream? I can prove it, but I don't want to prove. But
so do you think if Silk appears in Brand New Day, they're going to do the storyline where her and Tom Holland can't stop effing? They're not going to do it. They are not going to do it. They're not going to.
I know they're trying to do Silk in the third Marvel Insomniac game, so I'm like, okay, I don't mind Silk. I like Silk, and I've been saying I want to see some of the other Spider people out there that we have.
Well, here's the thing.
But
the Silk they have in
too many
Spider-Man.
Sometimes.
Well, here's what I'm thinking they're going to do. Because Cindy Moon, she's more Miles' age. So if they're going to do that storyline, it's going to be with Miles.
Probably.
It would be, I'm sorry. There's no way they're going to do it with Peter. Because the age difference is too big. He could work between her and Miles.
Spider-Woman that isn't pregnant. What's up with all that stuff lately? But that's entirely a different conversation for another day. So,
yeah.
But I'm curious to what they will do with some of the future movies. So we'll see. Since I guess Sony and Marvel.
No. What they do is they have Spider-Woman, but it's voiced by Sydney Sweeney in Beyond the Spider-Verse.
Yes.
We get my favorite. We get the actual Spider-Woman we want. The only one who did the research comes down the way she wants to come down with the walk and that correct haircut.
Oh, how would you feel if like Miles goes to see Madam Web and it's voiced by her, the actual woman?
Oh
no! Even better. Like Miles, he's in his like animation form, but it's in like a live action environment, and then the chair turns and it's her. If I was Sony, I would do that just as like an FU.
Yeah, just to mind trip everybody. But like, yes, I would totally see that. So Netflix has swooped in last minute to grab a streaming rights to the Korean spy thriller Human. So I'm like, coming pretty much next week. So if you can do that with the time and money Netflix has now, since the Paramount deal ended with them and Paramount bought up WB, you might as well try to swoop in and get some cool movies. And there are some cool movies on Netflix, like we said. Mm-hmm. And the South Korean movie called Ballerina, not the John Wick Ballerina, but the South Korean movie called Ballerina. That is a good one. Watch that one. A very, very David Fincher-esque in a few spots. Nice action here and there, and pretty good movie for a vast majority of the runtime. So,
also watch John Wick Ballerina. It's pretty solid.
As well. That's a sweet badass one. Like, come on. As someone who works in the dish room, when they did the whole fighting with the dinner plate sequence, I was like,
My actual favorite one was she
that
went
was
to the
fun.
guy.
That
It's
was
like,
a good one.
I'd like to go on a hunting trip. So they did like that whole sequence, you know, because the cutlery scene, the tasting scene from John Wick 2 is like one of my favorite scenes. And they were doing that thing, but like it was like a hunting trip theme, and I was just like I loved it. And then like they interrupted it midpoint. I was like, okay, that was cool. That was well done.
My favorite kill is that whole grenade on the neck. There's no way she would survive, but oh my god, that was so badass. I was like, how the fuck do you top that?
Ballerina has its problems. It has its problems.
Mostly
but
with maybe pacing, but good action.
Story, pacing, like they introduce a sister. She like it's a plot line for like 5 minutes, and they immediately kill her. Like what? Why even? Like any editor would have cut that whole storyline. It literally adds nothing to the movie.
It added nothing. Absolutely nothing. It was cool to see Keanu come back. It was like, there he is. There he is. Granted, some people probably wanted an actual fight. I was fine for
No, that was my favorite thing because so many, like literally, if this movie was like 5 years ago, Eve would have kicked John's butt. But no, they respected the lore. Like he wiped the floor with her as he should have. Not because he's John freaking Wick. He's the Baba Yaga.
It's the Baba. That's the thing I was about to bring up because he's the Baba Yaga. Yes, I'm not saying
even the cult guy knows who John Wick is. Even him, he's outside of the system. He even knows who the Baba Yaga is.
The thing is, some people probably you once said, but I'm fine with the fight they had, but they could have made it just a little more like, oh shit, you're going up against him, so a little bit more dramatic wise, just a little bit. But I'm also glad they, like we said, respected the lore. And it's like, are you sure you want to go through this? It's like, yeah. And that one henchman who sees him, wait, that's the Baba Yaga? I'm out of here. But that poor bastard still died. I'm like, even the low thug knew not to mess with him. So thank you for doing that bit. That was awesome. I know we're supposed to get some more films with them, so we'll see.
Yeah, I think Ballerina kind of.
Hold on. How about a John Wick spinoff directed by Donnie Yen?
I mean, if they're gonna do something with Kane, sure. I mean, they did have like that story hook at the end where Akira is hunting him down. So you want to do a film about that? Sure.
I do not want to see John Wick 5 because I believe he is dead completely.
Yeah. Resurrecting him, unless it's a prequel. Unless it's John Wick 5, The Impossible Task. If it's that, okay, fine. You want to do a prequel of him doing The Impossible Task? Sure.
Make that anime with Keanu voicing, then we're good to go.
Okay, like anime, or even if it's live action, that's fine. John Wick 5, The Impossible Task. Do that. Fine.
Although, what the hell did he do? I know I keep saying I don't want to see that Impossible Task, but I'm like, but what was it? Because it's like, okay,
kill all the Russian guy's enemies, because the bodies that he buried today laid the foundation of who we are today. Kind of thing.
But then the second,
it's basically I assume it was like the baptism in blood from Godfather, something like that.
No.
You're familiar with Godfather, baptism in blood, right?
But then the main villain in the second film said that I made a blood oath with you, and
to do the impossible task. He went to San Antonio to help him accomplish the impossible task, and he gave him a marker. And basically, San Antonio, like as long as John Wick was retired, he would respect the marker. But because he came back, that here is the thing, and this is kind of like, D'Antonio was actually pretty solid for like respecting that. Like he did not. He could call him up anytime he wanted. But I'm kind of like, part of me is like down D'Antonio's side. Like, yeah, he came back in. What the fuck was John thinking? Like, John Wick knows D'Antonio. Like, this is the part where I'm sorry, I'm ranting. Like, the beginning of John Wick 2 is kind of stupid because like John basically just has a brain fart. When he refuses D'Antonio's marker. He knew what D'Antonio was. He knew who that guy was. Like, do you really think?
We got to set the movie somehow. That's right.
I get it, but it's bad writing because they had to make John stupid for a second.
I think if he just said like, I don't know, I don't know how that scene worked, but if he just showed the markers like, and maybe if they did it subtly with Keanu's acting, going like, shit, you're still like a little bit shit. I knew this was coming.
Because there was like, and D'Antonio gave him a few chances because like John Wick was kind of refusing at first. If he would have given in eventually, I don't know. Like I get it's all dramatic. You get like explosion and shit, but it's bad writing because he like John knew exactly what that guy would do, even if he didn't like it. He should have just accepted it.
And then even like Halle Berry's her character said that because she kind of helped him out, and that's the only reason why her daughter's not around, that she's in hiding still.
Yeah, John had a marker. Like, you notice how as soon as John called up his marker, like he helped him. And I
think they just learned that mistake because either they couldn't get around this, or it's like
the rules of the marker. A marker is basically a blood oath, and it's like I do something really, really. It's an IOU essentially, and you do a favor, they do a favor for you, and then at some point when they called the marker, they have to do a favor for you, and you can't back out of it. If you refuse a marker, you die. If you kill the person who holds the marker, you die. Like it's one of their most sacred laws or whatever. This is why you have me on, by the way.
Yes, and we're glad that you're here.
They need
my autistic knowledge of useless crap.
They all have. It's like yeah, you did the deed. Here's some coins, but
the coins are the coins are weird. The coins don't really have a monetary value.
They do explain a little bit, but
coins are like favors. They're favors. But like the blood oaths are basically like coins, but like on a higher level, because like the markers are like a blood oath kind of thing. The coins are like a mutual exchange, like, thanks for doing that thing for me. Here's a coin, kind of thing. Blood oath, the markers are a lot more serious.
Even getting back into the family, I love the fact that, again, they still set him up to fail for Jonathan. But at the same time, even they're like, let's see if we can still do it. Still does it in chapter 4. Gets the deed done. And it's like, all right, you're back in the family again. We will set up respecting the tradition to fight him.
D'Antonio is just such... I love D'Antonio as a villain because he's such a despicable...
I wish they did.
He's such a despicable little prick, and the actor does such a good job of making you want to hate him. I love it, It's like, and then Tony was like, I am in the Continental. Like John Wick, he has a gun. He is pissed. You just put him through the ringer.
It's like Jonathan. Yeah, John. Why don't you put down the?
And I love that scene. Like the sound designers. I love how the sound designers. They cranked up the gunshot to like 11, and they're just like this silence for like a few seconds. It's so good. What have you done? I love John Wick. I love it.
Mm-hmm.
God bless you, Ian McKellen, for just being like, what have you like?
Ian McShane. This is why you have me on. I have
Ian McShane. I screwed up my Ians. God bless you, Ian McShane. Still cool for him to come back for Ballerina and be like, he was North Iowa.
I'm just glad we had like. I'm gonna be honest. The part that kind of made me most emotional was seeing Sharon one more time because he filmed his scenes in Ballerina before he died. So I got to see him one more time, and it was so nice. Like I knew he was already.
I'm glad he filmed those scenes too as well.
It's like your dad. Like let's say your dad died 10 years ago, and you're cleaning out your bag, and you see this tape that has like a video of your dad, that you've never seen before. So you get to, see your dad one more time, kind of thing. Also, hey George, and hey Crystal. Sorry, some people came in that we didn't acknowledge it. So
Hey, Jorge.
Yep.
Oh, speaking of which, guys, you're not gonna believe this. We'll do this first. We'll do this first. Go ahead, Joe.
Okay, we'll do this. So, moving away from John Wick, some excellent movie casting. What the hell is? Okay, I'll figure that out. So, movie casting news. We got Ben Kingsley's in this for the.
Who are Ben Kingsley, Nick? Okay, Nick Offerman plays Big the Cat.
Yes. Ben Kingsley, probably one of the Robotniks, an alternate universe Robotnik, because that actually would be badass. Actually, if he plays like adventure.
Yeah, I could see Ben
I know
Kingsley
Jim
playing
is
like
back
a
as
Robotnik
well,
thing.
but I think Ben might be a different villain or like a new scientist. Who knows?
I think Kristen Bell is a. I was hoping for Anna Kendrick to play Amy, but like Kristen Bell, I think I'm fine with Kristen Bell. That's fine.
Yeah,
but I wanted Anna Kendrick to play Amy so bad.
Oh, Nick. So this is where Lucy from Assassin's Creed went.
Oh gosh.
I
guess you could say Amy got tired of building snowmen. I really hope that there's a line where it's like, Amy, aren't you cold? She says, no, the cold doesn't bother me anyway. The cold doesn't really bother me.
I wish she does stealth takedown. And it's like, still got it. Please, directors, reference these products, please. I like what we see here, and I'm still glad we're bringing back the current actress for Tales in the games.
Apparently, the script was once again written in gold.
To get Jim Carrey back again.
But I'm sorry, I'm never not going to be tired. Like, kill him off in every movie, then keep up with even more ridiculous ways of bringing him back. Please keep doing that. I love it.
He was just perfectly cast in the first movie, and I would accept.
And you can tell he loves doing the role. You can tell he loves doing it.
You cannot convince me. You cannot convince me otherwise. He was having the time of his life with the dance scene with Gerald. You could not tell me any different.
Oh, that was a legal U-turn, by
the way. Matt Berry is in this. That's interesting. Yes. Who is Matt Berry going to play?
I think
if he plays another robot, that's going to be so funny.
Oh, we did not do E123 or Omega, so here we go.
Oh gosh.
Because after this, it is Chaos they have to do next. So set it up.
Okay. Also, we need to pay attention to the woman's shirt. If she's wearing a silver shirt in this movie,
actually, I confirmed this. In movie 3, you see purple, and this light silver color when she's in the hospital. So, we could do it.
Also, like, will Metal Sonic have a voice actor? That's a question.
Ooh.
And who is this? Matt Berry. I don't think Matt Berry voiced Metal Sonic. I mean, he might. I could maybe see Ben Kingsley playing Metal Sonic, maybe.
They could get one of the voice actors back, but you have to pay them. So, or again, just let Sonic current VA do it as well.
Okay, let's say they do a Sonic 5. What character could they bring in? Like Silver is one of them.
You have to do Chaos at least.
Give us.
No. She's wearing a brown shirt, and we get Cream the Rabbit.
Where's Cream? Where's my favorite character? Also, you can do the cyberpunk meme as well with Shadow and Cream. Looking for this, Mr. Shadow?
No. You want to do a cyberpunk meme? You get Shadow and Knuckles in the same scene.
Oh, there you go.
Johnny Silverhand and Solomon.
No, again, you still have to do this. Wake the fuck up, Sonic. We gotta stay safe.
Also, for the next character I would like to see, it would be the
Team
bedroom.
Chaotic. We gotta see Team Chaotic.
No.
It would
No.
be.
Oh,
It would
no,
be
no, no.
bedroom. It would be bedroom mommy Rouge.
No, Rouge. That's who they're going to do.
Yes. The
Okay.
the bedroom dominant mommy that we all love with the huge
Okay.
breasts and the thighs.
Okay, who's voicing Rouge?
Who would you want to voice Rouge? Would you finally get
Black
your
Widow actress. What's her name?
You mean Scarlet?
Yeah.
Oh, Scarlett
But
Johansson.
Rouge is supposed to be smaller, and younger.
I mean, come on. Look at Idris Elba is a lot taller than Knuckles.
But I'm looking at voices.
They get really. Here's the thing: for these actors, they get famous voices. They get they stunt cast these roles. So it has to be a female with like a sexy voice. As much as I would like Trisha Helfer, they're not. No, get the fuck out of here! Get the fuck off the stream.
Who? You don't want Adam Taylor? You don't want
He's already peaked.
No.
He's already peaked.
Fuck you, Joker. He's already peaked.
He's already peaked.
Yes, his penis is already
when
peaked. So there you go.
Fuck off, Anime Night. See, when they do the eventual Super Smash Brothers movie, it's gonna be really weird when Rouge and Peach talk to each other and they have the same voice actress. So please, we're not gonna do that.
No, that would be terrible.
Scarlett Johansson for the win. She voiced Rouge. Yeah.
You want Jenna Ortega?
Oh, get the fuck out of here!
I mean, that one I'm not. I'm not.
Actually, no. Better yet, it's a hit and a miss. It's a hit and a miss.
Because I think the one for Rouge that we were all hoping for was Jessica Jones, but she's an officer. I'm like, God, damn it! But so we were close, but she's at least in the movie.
Yeah. She's not on the cast list this time, sadly.
Damn it.
Probably for the Suja spinoff, so. Okay, so anyways, what were we trying to show us before Anime Night?
Okay, get out your clown hats and everything. I wish this was April 1st because this shit right here, this garbage human being right here, this motherfucker is co-writing the Lord of the Rings Shadow of the Past working title, which will go into production after The Hunt for Gollum.
I don't fault him for doing it. I know he's a huge Lord of the Rings fan. So, like, if I were him, I would want to do it. My fault is on the idiot who hired him. I'm not mad at him for doing it. Because I know he's a huge Lord of the Rings fan.
Well, yes, that, but it's like, oh.
The person who hired him, on the other hand,
is an idiot.
Yes.
Where do we begin with this? Because Joker, this was not on my bingo card.
First of all, you can't do it because even Tolkien tried and couldn't do it. Case closed. I guess we're all in agreement with that one. Because didn't Tolkien try to do like stuff after this and just
he was trying to do, and it's even worse when you read the description and you realize they're just gonna grow like it stars Sam's like they're girl bossing it up. It's even worse when you actually read the description of the story.
Oh. Yep. They're girl bossing it.
I've yet to see that Lord of the Rings anime movie. I heard mixed feelings. Some say not completely girl boss, but there's some girl boss, but they said it could have been better.
Yeah.
Others who have read the material said that it's not very good. But I'm like, are we sure it could have worked, not worked? So I don't know, but was liking the art style they were going for. So I'm like, all right, all right. I'm like, I could watch this, but instead I saw Gladiator 2 twice. So sorry about that, guys. Could have watched an anime movie, Lord of the Rings, but I saw Gladiator twice. So, so
I
that's
mean,
on me.
you could have just watched the original Gladiator twice.
Well, actually, I didn't see that until I saw the second movie because they had it on TV one night. I'm like, oh shit, I need to watch this, and I cried at the end of the movie.
Wait! You never saw Peak?
I never
Really?
saw Pete until it was on TV.
Oh
Just
my god,
before
you poor
the second
bastard!
movie came out. Watched the entire movie all the way through, and I cried at the end. It was
He's a
because
son of
Hans
Rome.
Zimmer knows how to create a fantastic score.
Yes.
I was like, I was crying, man. I was crying. And then Gladiator 2
Also,
twice.
it's really awkward when you realize that a lot of the Gladiator scores are just him, he's testing out his Pirates of the Caribbean score in that movie.
Well, the funny thing is, yes, he was meant to do the first film, but couldn't quite do Pirates. So he had one of his students that he was training at the time to go do it, and the student was actually very good, actually.
Joker, by the way. So check your Twitter DMs. You were talking about Assassin's Creed, and I wanted to send you something. Do not show it on stream. That is for your eyes only. But you were talking about Assassin's Creed, and I wanted you to see something.
Oh God, please let this be fan art.
It's not fan art. It's official, actually.
Oh, if the darn thing would. Let me just here. Let me check my phone because that might be a little bit better. Because I don't know what's up with my Wi-Fi as of late. Because sometimes I'll get stuff right away. Sometimes I
Try
won't get
not
stuff.
to screech for joy.
Yeah, so basically that's just gonna be that. It's just gonna be a girl boss version of Lord of the Rings.
Victory scream!
Oh God!
I love it. I love it.
Yeah, you see it? You see it?
I saw it now that it finally loaded. So yes.
Yes, that sequence was my homage to Assassin's Creed.
Again, Phoenix is a man of taste. He's a man of culture. This is why you got to support good people like Phoenix.
Let's just say that Avery Fletcher takes a bit of a leap of faith.
All right, but speaking about our favorite villain from Far Cry 3 and who should be Scorpion, he's also been casted in the legendary Samurai production Netflix distribution for the live-action Gundam. So I can easily see him as one of the enemy Gundam pilots.
This movie is either going to be really, really good or really, really bad. There will be no.
It is by Legendary Pictures, so our favorite Pacific Rim people. Studio Sunrise is fully attached to it. So it's like, okay, I have faith with Sunrise. And I said the ironic thing is because years ago, it was supposed to be Netflix and Legendary in it together with Sunrise. Again, you see the photo, what you see on the screen. Originally, it's supposed to be directed by the Kong Skull Island director. Take it for that what you will. And then we don't hear about it for years. Then it goes strictly back to Legendary with Sunrise. And now
can I cut for a moment?
Beauty. Yes, you can.
Okay. This will never happen. But if I was Emperor of the Universe and I could suspend copyright, I would make a Super Robot Wars movie. Gundam, Pacific Rim, Evangelion, Super Sentai, all of your favorite robots from East and West. Mecha Godzilla.
Unicron.
Unicron. I'm trying to think of like some American big robot. Iron Giant.
Ooh, that's a class.
It's a
destroyed. He would die right away.
It's another Iron Giant variant. It's another of his kind. We know that he's one of many, so it's another of his kind.
Voiced by Vin Diesel or voiced by?
Yeah, it's Vin Diesel.
We are giants.
And yes, one of them will be the Megazord from Power Rangers, because it's just my this is my big fantasy. Gypsy Danger,
Which Power Rangers? Because if you say Mighty Morphin,
Mighty
I'm marking.
Morphin.
Nope, sorry. We got to move away from Mighty Morphin.
It's for visual recognition, but
And then I'm back in the theaters right away. Visual recognition.
No. What you don't? No. Did you see when the MMPR Megazord showed up and Gozuger? They had him in like that cloak and whatnot. Dude was fucking aura farming for shit.
Is that the clip that's going around right now, or?
Yeah.
I only saw one of them. I haven't seen the other one, so. But I think I'll see a few more clips pop up. So.
They even brought out the black and gold variant of Megazord.
Ooh. Oh, sweet. Badass.
Yeah.
It's choice actual. So, this is either going to be one of the best Gundams revived. Well, you can't do worse than the Canadian adaptation. Their attempt. So, low bar 2 crossed with all those years of the good Gundam animes we've been getting. This is the big task. So, do it right. You got Sydney Sweeney. Right. You got someone else. I forgot his name already, but please, all you got to do is make this watchable.
Check.
Yes.
Send you another picture. This one you can show.
That one I can show. Okay. Oh, sweet. Oh, can I blow this up? Okay. Okay, I am covering the top one, so. Oh, sweet. That's sick.
He's so aura farming.
That is aura farming.
Oh, that is.
That goes hard. It's like. Inject this into my veins. Yeah, that's badass. That's badass right there. Thank you for showing me that, Nick. So, hopefully the Gundam movie lives up. Sunrise, you better be on this like a hawk, because, well, America's only going to adapt more.
All right, show the next one I sent you. I sent you another one. Show that real quick.
Okay. Whew, wow. Okay, you're sending me a lot. Okay.
Sorry.
You're showing me a lot, and I want to move on just a little. All right. Okay, let me see. Woo! Yes. That's
I got a question. Right. Let's say they do a live-action Gundam Wing movie.
I have yet to watch Wing. You have to talk to Anna.
You have not watched Gundam Wing?
There's a lot of Gundams I have yet to watch. I know.
You haven't watched the best one.
The ones I have, at least the one that I remember recognizing seeing at Toonami, was the one where they were in the jungle, because that was always part of the promotion back in the day for Gundam. And I know I was trying to watch Gundam when they did the whole Toonami back. They did 4 years ago, but then they discontinued that. But then Gundam wasn't on the program slot for a while, because I'm like, what the hell did they do?
Gundam
it was
Wing.
Like Sailor Moon, Dragon Ball, and a few others. But I'm like, where's Gundam?
Gundam Wing. Watch Gundam Wing, bro.
The funny thing is, Anime Night, we were trying to watch Gundam Wing Endless Waltz to be the first watch party, but I'm like, we were having audio issues, and at the same time, I'm like, I don't know Gundam Wing, because the only one I have seen for some of it is Iron Blooded Orphans.
To be fair, yeah, that's kind of a bad idea, because Gundam Wing is Endless Waltz is a epilogue. It's a sequel to the series. It takes place like 2 or 3 years after the main series. So like the entire main series has ended by the time Endless Waltz go. You're going in way in the deep end.
Everything would have gone over my head. I'm like, who are we talking about? But at the same time, I've been doing the actual film compilation of the first series with Universal Century 0079. So that's with Charge and Ottoman. So I was like, okay, I'm catching up a little bit with this.
Have you watched Macross?
I have seen the adaptation called Robotech. So part of it, not the full thing,
The
But
problem with Macross in the West is Harmony Gold.
it's Harmony Gold.
Yeah, Harmony Gold really holds back Macross. They stifle any
It's that
release of Macross.
strangulation. It's like, why can't I get the full original thing, uncut, unedited, that the original people wanted?
Speaking of which, real quick, I know we already talked about this, but here's a better look at Discount Snape.
No.
No.
He looks like a Matrix reject. I'm sorry. The dude looks like he's about to tell me that some motherfucker's always got to ice skate uphill. And by the way, there are edits of this picture that make him look like Blade. There are.
No! Oh no! So there you go, ladies and gentlemen.
I think I was. I think like for Gundam, I was on the third part of the compilation, so I was almost done with it. And then I would have been like, okay, what's the next compilation of the second season of this? And then it would have been watching Charged Rebellion, making my way to Hathaway, actually. As a matter of fact, I will find the Hathaway news because there's two news. There's the Guns N' Roses cover album that they're releasing for the public that references, because Sweet Child of Mine is in the movie for Guns N' Roses. And then there's actually the actual film release date for Gundam for the second Hathaway movie. So, yay. I just gotta go find that quickly. But speaking about what is coming to the West, again, I am still jealous of people. Again, I'm still glad we're getting stuff like this still in the West. Could you come to a few more states so I could see you? Please?
See, my problem is, I'm 40 minutes from Detroit, so some stuff does come. But like all the good stuff, usually the closest I can get is Chicago for a lot of like the really good tours. Like that field museum that has the Pokemon stuff in it, that's in Chicago. If I really wanted to, that's 4 hours away. I could do it if I really wanted to go.
But I was still happy at least last year because I got two great anime movies here. Obviously the Demon Slayer movie did very well here. Packed theater both times I went to, actually, so it was like excellent. And seeing Chainsaw Man, even with just 15 people the first night, and then like a few more the other night that I went, I was like, thank you. I can still appreciate this. And even like the smaller stuff, like we said, like a few months ago, we had Iron Lung, actually. No, a month and a half ago, we had Iron Lung. Thank you for bringing Iron Lung to our theater because I thought I was going to miss it. Is it a good movie, though? By Mr. Plyer. For the most part, yes. First movie theatrical attempt, yes, it was good. I do have issues with some pacings and some of the shot selection he was doing, but for the most part, good.
But for a first time effort by a freaking YouTuber, it is amazing. If you're gonna grade, like I grade the movie on a curve because it's his first time and he's a YouTuber. So with that in mind, A+ effort.
Part of me is that, did you need to play the game? Yes, if you want some more knowledge. But for the most part, they were explaining things nicely. I was like, good. I want to be confused for the most part, but I like the understanding. And when he does do the actual gameplay stuff, like you see him changing the compass, the longitude and latitude to move the ship around and go back and forth to, all right, where am I at? That was actually really good. And I'm like, this is kind of cool. What's the mystery of this thing? And hey, the opening sells you a film right away. The way the narration comes in about the stars disappearing and this quiet rapture that's happening. I'm like, I'm sold for whatever this is. I'm completely sold. And he definitely took his lessons from learning from YouTube skits and learning from VFX videos. So it is a well done movie. I'm like, shots look good. His acting's fine. There's a couple times where it's like, better take could have been a little better. But like I said, it's that curve. He's done his homework well enough to say, good job. I can't wait to see what you do next. Because I'm
Like
curious.
judging it as a movie, it has its problems, but it's
Yes.
still a first time effort. So I give a lot of leeway to Markiplier.
There are some like he does rely a little bit too much on some of the angles. You're in the submarine, so there's only going to be so many times I'm going to see that exact same angle done. I'm like, come on, you can do a little better than that, or some passage of time, whatnot, or here and there. But again, that first time effort,
I'm
bravo,
sure for
good
his
sir,
next movie,
bravo.
he's going to take a lot of lessons from this.
Oh yes, I want him to do the FNAF 3 movie, please. It's supposed to be R-rated for this one. Do it. I want him to see like actual scare tactics, actual.
Can we please in the FNAF 3 movie? Can we please cut off Matt Pat, like decapitate Matt Pat, please?
Yes.
Can we please do
Please.
that? Like,
Please.
do you know, like the audience will erupt in cheers if you decapitate Matt Pat?
Because the funny thing is, in the first movie, it was supposed to be Mark as a security guard getting decapitated. And then in the second movie, they hired Matt Pat as Toy Bonnie. Again, theater credit. I will give him credit. He had it. I love the way he changed his voice for Toy Bonnie. Well done. And now the third movie, decapitate Matt Pat. Do it.
No. What you do is you decapitate one of the robots, and then you take off the mask, and it's revealed to be Matt Pat.
Yes. Yes.
Genius.
And then another one.
I do
Please.
love his cameo in the first movie. They get in the "it's just a theory."
I'm like, there it is. There it
Like
is.
I'm sorry,
he's
but
gone.
like Matt Pat has it in him to like play a really smarmy villain. Like I'm sorry, he's just got that personality, like that smarmy, arrogant villain. He would be perfect for like that. Like oh my god, Matt Platt playing Clarion. You know, like the DC character, Matt Pat would be perfect.
Click. Okay, I can see it that way.
Like that is a off the wall casting, but you got I'm cooking with that one.
I thought we were talking about that snarky villain. I'm like that arrogance. I'm like,
No,
you
like
give him
the guy with the cat, the magician guy with the cat.
oh, the magician guy with the cat. Okay,
You know what I'm talking about, right?
a little bit. Yeah, I think so. Yes, a little bit. I'm like, it'll take me a little bit too.
He's shown up in a bunch of stuff. But he's like part of like the magic part of DC. And he has like the cat kind of thing.
Okay, so our wizard's over there. So I mean, I was like, if we're gonna save roles for Matt Pat, I'm like, well, he could vaguely do a Riddler, but I kind of don't want him. I want someone else to be the Riddler. But I'm like the voicing, he could do it if they did an animation project.
I mean, Matt Pat could do a Jimmy Olsen. I could see it.
I think he would fit Jimmy. So, but we'll be here all day trying to figure out stuff. But again, I love the fact we're still doing any type of concert.
Matt Pat would be a great Harry Osborn.
Ooh, yes.
I think he would do a great Harry Osborn. Perfect.
Give him a good screenplay, good direction. He could do it. See, Phoenix is cooking tonight. He's cooking. He's like, I'm cooking tonight.
I'm well hydrated. That's why.
He's well hydrated. Not crunching away. So, for those who are seeing the near concerts, here they are. Here are the dates. So Phoenix could go to Chicago, Illinois, but like, Joker, I'm at the near concert, and I would just simply tell him, buy me a T-shirt.
Yeah, Chicago's the closest.
And I would just say, just buy me a T-shirt, and if Yoko's there, I will ship you my video game of both of the near games. Please get the autograph signed, please.
Yeah, see what I would do is I'd tell you, oh, I'll take a picture when I'm near the concert, and I'd literally shower to Chicago, go up to the marquee, snap a picture, send it to you, and say, hey, I'm near the near concert, I'm going home. If I could, I would do that.
And then I would say, here's the Screecher comic book.
I'd be like, well, you already bought it, so you can do whatever you want with it.
But I would never do that. I would never do that. I would never do that. So,
The trade, on the other hand, that's going straight in the bonfire.
there's that as well. There's a manga adaptation of Silent Hill F in the works, and with a new original ending by I can never pronounce his name because his legal name is never shown or even told. So he's a very private individual. So by the writer of the When They Cry series and Silent Hill F writer. So this will be interesting. I love Silent Hill F for what I played. I got the first ending on the channel. Off screen, I am going to different endings, and I like what I see a lot. And he's a good writer, really good. Yes, this is still Silent Hill. You know what you're getting into, but I like the fact that with this, when he's writing at least, every ending you get, it's like, okay, I put the puzzle together a little bit better. And then you can decide, well, which ending is really the best one. Up to your interpretation.
I got a question for you, Joker.
Yes.
Resident Evil Requiem. It shows Leon with a wedding ring. Who do you think he married, and why is it Sherry Birkin? Yes, I'm doing the meme.
No. He's not married to Sherry. Please, if he marries Sherry, I'm just gonna go to Capcom and be like, Capcom, why? Which woman told you to write this, Capcom? Why? Why?
She's
Capcom?
40 years old, you sick fuck!
But then those women are going to say that, well, no, he got de-aged because of the new T-virus if you get the true ending. Really?
In reality, it's either Ada or Claire. It's either Ada or Claire.
It probably is Claire.
You must continue the bloodline, Leon. You must continue the Redfield love. Sorry, I love that meme.
Now I need to ask Nick a question. Did you see the parody for Resident Evil where it's called Leon parodying the One Piece Season 1 opening?
No.
I gotta send you this. You're gonna laugh your ass off.
Who do you think Chris married? Do you think it's the Resident Evil 5 chick or Jill? If I was Chris, I'd marry the Resident Evil 5 girl. Like, ooh, god damn, that girl's hot.
I do like her. I'm a little torn with Jill Sandwich over there.
I mean, that's how she got Chris to marry him. She made one of her famous Jill sandwiches. And by that is, I'm going to get really dirty here for a moment. A Jill sandwich is, she stuffed Chris's head between her legs and squeezed. Sorry, bonk me with the hammer.
I'll go further. I'll go further. Either Leon married dominant Asian mommy or redheaded American mommy.
It's most likely Claire, because Ada, I don't like as much. Like Ada does genuinely like Leon. That is canon. I guarantee you they've had sex. I guarantee.
Do they work though?
But I guarantee you, at some point, probably multiple times, they've had sex. I guarantee you, Ada and Leon have had sex. There's no way they
probably
haven't.
At one point they maybe were married at one point. Let's give them the benefit of the doubt. Maybe they tried it out, but then realized it didn't work.
That's like trying to get Catwoman and Batman to marry.
I think probably like here's my headcanon. They dated, they got engaged, they moved in for a little while. It didn't work. He left. And then, he started talking to Claire again. And then Chris kind of whispered some stuff about bloodlines. And then all the blood. And then Claire walked in with her jacket from Resident Evil 2 and nothing else. And the thoughts of bloodline went straight to his other head. I am so sorry. Sorry.
Either that or she gave Leon a drink laced with aphrodisiac.
Oh God, no.
Okay, I just sent you the video.
No, it had the E virus. E for erect.
Okay, I just sent you the video. So go ahead and laugh at it, because remember, the Redfield bloodline must continue. You can watch it, you don't disgrace it. So
I'm watching it right now.
You're Asia Africa. He's wait. Anyway.
Jill.
Yep.
Oh my god.
Emma, you know what I'm talking about or not? Not really.
Oh my god.
Oh god, I gotta sit in the way.
Oh my god. Oh my god, Ashley.
If you want
Aryan sperm. That's all I'm gonna say. God, I haven't seen animation like that in forever. That's got real Ego Raptor energy.
It is a classic. So my buddy sent me to that. Okay, since we were all talking about Spider-Man hours ago, so Garfield did pitch his director choice for a Spider-Gwen movie with Emma.
I mean, I've been wanting that for like forever.
I would love for Emma to come back. Would he be my choice for director? You know, you gotta think about
I'm
that.
gonna be honest. Here's the thing, though. I think that time has passed. I think Emma is too old. My pick for Gwen, for Spider-Gwen, is Emma Emma Myers from Wednesday.
Okay, there you go.
There you go. That's
I'm sorry. She is the perfect current Spider-Gwen.
Again, you still do the cameo.
However, I think for Emma Stone, we can get her as Emma Frost.
No, she. I don't think she could.
You need someone a little different for Emma Frost. So, but again, like Phoenix said, I would still go by.
Go put on the white outfit.
We need to stop giving Sydney Sweeney all these roles right now because
I'm sorry,
Sydney Sweeney would be. See, I'm kind of with Anime Night here. Sydney Sweeney just does kind of have that like cold demeanor for it, and plus, like, you fill out the costume very well too. So.
Wait, okay, work with me here, Phoenix. Emma Stone as Firestar from Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends.
Only
could it work?
No. Okay, here's my counter offer. She plays Firestar. Andrew plays Spider-Man. And we have the original Bobby Drake from the original X-Men movie.
I would see it just for that.
Iceman. Like a very.
I thought you were gonna say Ryan Gosling for a minute. I've been like, okay, we have officially.
No. I mean, it's older actors anyway, so who cares?
Yeah.
But no, I actually do think Sadie Sink is a good choice for Jean Grey. I think she's definitely got that spunk to play Jean Grey. So I'm excited for that. You know, especially like a 15-year-old Jean Grey who's going to be like a little shit talker. I think like Sadie Sink is perfect.
Oh, Joker. Phoenix, did you already see the trailer for No Way Home? Or did we already talk about that?
We talked about that already, so we're excited for that.
Did you see the Rogue Easter egg?
There's a Rogue Easter egg?
There's a Rogue Joker. He doesn't know about the Rogue Easter egg.
What?
In the trailer, when Spider-Man smacks right into a bus, there is a woman sitting there. A 1-for-1 shot of Rogue.
So it's basically just a woman with a white hair on her lock. That could be anyone. It could be Silver Sable for all we know. I'm sorry.
Oh my God! My penis just went 5 inches.
Fuck off, bro.
He's horny for everything.
I will probably one day. Phoenix is gonna hit me so hard.
We know that Sony has been wanting to do Silver Sable for like forever.
Right there.
So, I'm sorry, that's just how women wear their hair nowadays, bro. Come on.
Probably just a reference to the Rogue, but probably
It's an
not the
homage
Rogue.
because, like, okay, she is wearing like it's a jet shirt, but it looks kind of like Rogue's outfit. I don't think that's Rogue. I don't think it's Rogue. I think
It's not Goth Rogue, so you lost me.
Oh yeah. Plus that hair, that's a very common hairstyle for women
nowadays. So
Yeah.
I think it's more just like an homage, like a reference or whatever. Because the shirt does look very Rogue-like, but it's New York Jets. So I think it's just a
I think it's a homage. So I know people
it's very clear. It's very clear that this movie is intended to really start referencing X-Men. Because if Jean Grey's in it, supposedly that's what Punisher is after. He's after Jean Grey. Like there's that one scene where the guy there's the guy does a smile, like I said this earlier, and then he leaves. It's very clear Jean Grey's leaping from mind to mind. I think there was like an earlier teaser. I think one that like leaked onto Reddit. Yeah, that one. Yeah, that shot. Yeah, this one. It's very clear that he's jumping from mind to mind. Very, very obvious.
Oh, yes.
Can you rewind it like 5 seconds and let it play real quick?
Okay, hold on. We'll go back just a little bit. And
okay.
Right there.
Yeah, right there. And then just let it play for real quick.
See,
like that.
Right there.
Yeah, that's very clear.
And then I remember
that's Jean Grey. Jean Grey going... Because, like, look at that smirk. It's very obviously not, like, his personality. Kind of thing.
Yep.
Yeah, I think that's Jean Grey going from mind to mind, which I think it's kind of interesting having Jean Grey appear in a Spider-Man movie. I think it's very interesting. Like, I actually would dare to say it's refreshing. I think it's an interesting idea for a story.
I know for the cancel Ultimate Spider-Man game, they were trying to do Shadowcat. I'm like, all right, I wouldn't mind Shadowcat for Ultimate Spider-Man 2, the video game. Wouldn't mind seeing an X-Men. So they had Wolverine fight Venom, and you got the B Venom and fight him. So it was pretty.
I mean, and a Venomized Wolverine. I mean, come on, that's iconic.
Yep.
So yeah, and you got to realize this is a trailer too. So obviously, there's going to be shots that they've doctored. Like remember for No Way Home, there was that shot with the Sandman. And like we saw the lizard get punched, but nobody was there.
There was another one with the hand because they're thinking that it's going to be more people here fighting. So we'll see.
Yeah, yeah. So, and plus with these ones, it's just like they just turn off layers. They just turn off the layers with the heroes and they render that out. So it's like, and we know that Marvel doctors the trailers, for people. So there might be there are stuff that was meant to throw us off. Like Marvel has a very, very clear history.
Even stuff that we did see for like even like the Infinity War, like where everybody's running in and
I have the perfect actress. I have the perfect actress for Emma Frost. The woman who played Roscoe in Reacher.
Oh, yes. Yes.
She's got the personality. She's got the looks. She got the touch.
Willa Fitzgerald. Ooh, there it is. I can see it.
And if you watch season 1 of Reacher, which is the best season, like she's got that attitude.
I can see it. I can see it. I can see it.
Oh, okay. You want me to? Okay. Dua Lipa plays Goth Rogue.
Oh yeah.
I don't know about her. What?
You're gonna have to convince me for Goth Rogue, but they'll never do Goth Rogue. I want them
Okay,
to do
okay.
Goth Rogue so bad.
Okay. Who do you think should play Goth Rogue?
I don't know. You gotta find actual Goth.
I will say there is this one person I see like on my Instagram reels. She's like the blonde girl with like the fangs, and she's got like the southern accent. I can't remember who she is. I mean, she's just like an influencer or whatever. But if she played Goth Rogue, I mean, yes, please.
Yes.
Anime night. Remember when you were on stream with me, Watcher, and I had her do the rogue line. I'd watch her do the rogue line. That was a great. Yeah, Joker. I had Watcher the Damned on my stream, and I had her do the "My power is your power, and I can take more than one" from X-Men Evolution, and yes, it was amazing because Watcher has like that Texas accent. She's got like that Southern drawl. It was amazing.
And we're almost done with X-Men Evolution, season 1 at least.
Okay.
I want to make that clear. We're almost done with season 1 of X-Men Evolution. So now, popping up.
Yeah, I don't think Doomsday is going to do as good as Marvel thinks it is. I'm going to be honest.
I have zero hype for
Like,
Doomsday.
I'm sorry if they include half of the shit they say they're going to do, it's going to be a 5-hour movie.
It is. Because
I think even Ian McKellen, there we go, got it right. He accidentally spoiled something in the movie where he's like, "Oh, well, yeah, I destroyed this." So I was like, "Wait, I'm not supposed to say that." I'm like, "Ian, no."
What did he destroy?
I think he said it was New Jersey or part of New York.
I wonder if that'll have to do with like. I wonder if they're gonna like finally do Asteroid M in live action.
I've been
like
saying
maybe Asteroid M smacks into New Jersey or something.
So it's like, and he's like, "Oops, I'm not supposed to say that." I'm like, I know I see Cyclops in the proper outfit now. Thank you, costume
I mean,
designer.
it's great, but it's kind of like a too little, too late.
Too little, too late.
Like I'm more excited about Jean Grey and the possibility of the new X-Men. Like hiring Sadie Sink as Jean Grey. It's a great start. I like her casting. If they can have great if they can hire a bunch of young actors for like new X-Men, I actually might get excited.
Like I want to see different X-Men now. Like instead of like, that's why I like First Class
for the
so
love
much.
of God, Henry Cavill as Wolverine, and he's immortal, and have him play the mentor role like he did in X-Men Evolution.
Yes.
Again,
I'm on board.
Again, the cavalry. Just give him with that cigar and go, "Oh dear Lord, it's the cavalry. Rumors were true."
Like he owned that role. He was so good. He owned that.
And how they all met their version of Deadpool. Let's see. Well, wait, is Ryan gonna be the canon MCU Deadpool, or are we gonna see the MCU? The Fox's version.
There is no way anyone but Ryan will play Deadpool. I'm sorry.
There is no way. Phoenix. You will be the MCU Deadpool.
I decline.
You signed a contract with me. You can't.
No, I didn't. That was my twin brother, Rick Gibson.
And your twin brother signed it too. So.
Yeah, he signed it for himself. You got my twin brother. You don't got me.
Oh, I will get you. I will find you.
No, you're not gonna find my dog either, because I actually don't have a dog.
I love dogs. I can't. I don't go after dogs.
Okay, then I can call off John Wick.
I said I don't go after dogs.
Yes, that's why I'm calling him off.
Good. Anyways, our good friend, the Wicked Ninja 123. There's a brand new Pat Labor game coming from the OG staff, series and movies. So I'm like, could this work? Possibly. I know there's been very different versions of the Gundam games over the years. Pat Labor, I'm like, could work. It could work.
Lilith.
So I'm curious to see how that one does work out in the end. There's a Digimon Story Time Stranger Expansion DLC coming
They've been
next
cranking those
year.
out.
Mhm. I'm actually surprised that Digimon game did very well as much as it did. I'm like, finally, I need to play it though. So, and for the channel, so cool expansion story, awesome. Hopefully, it is not just like content. All right, here's what's gonna make us mad. Before Zanzibar, just before Zanzibar game shut down many years ago, there was a pitch, at least to get permission to do a Jack and Daxter game. At least redo the first one. Granted, this isn't like the final product or anything. It's just kind of like, here's a test, what we can do with the CG, with all this stuff.
Was there ever an original Jack and Daxter game on the PS3?
The attempt
we got Daxter on PSP, but I think that's about it.
The attempt was originally to go like more of that realistic art style that they were trying to go for. We can see early concept art by Naughty Dog and their team. Just Google it. But that never got off the ground.
So the series has been dead for over 20 years, essentially.
Please, I know.
Like at least Ratchet and Clank has been getting it got an installment on the PS5. You know, it's got a couple on the PS4. It got a movie. Like at least Ratchet and Clank is at least somewhat still alive. They do Ratchet and Clank every now and then. You know, Jack and Daxter has been dead for 20 years.
I would love to see someone else take over, because we still have the Gaul and Maya issue to resolve. Because when you think about it, they're not well. They're probably dead, trapped in the precursor head going into Dark Eco. But
here's what's going to happen. Okay, Interstellar is going to fail. It's going to fail miserably. Neil Druckmann is finally going to get booted from Naughty Dog. So they're going to do one of two things: Uncharted 5, or they do a new Jack and Daxter. It's going to be one of those two. Probably a new Uncharted. Probably Uncharted. But if they really wanted, if they wanted to get crazy, they would do a new Jack and Daxter.
And kind of like Phoenix said, like when he reported months ago about there was the rumor that Santa Monica was going to do Jack and Daxter. Didn't quite happen. We got that good God of War game that we got. That was nice to see. The early years before the God of War.
Here's the other crazy thing, and this is like really, really out there. Sony buys the rights to Crash Bandicoot from Microsoft. Now, here's the thing. That I could maybe see that happening because Microsoft is entering a state where they're going to be shedding things very quickly. And I could see Sony making a deal to buy the rights to Crash Bandicoot. Okay? And, now Sony owns the rights to Crash Bandicoot. Crash Bandicoot is now...
Put Spyro on there.
Okay, fine. Spyro as well. They get Spyro. Okay. And they immediately have Insomniac do a new Spyro game. Like, do you know the goodwill Sony would get? They're home. They're finally home. You know.
Except modern day Insomniac.
Hold on.
Oh, okay. I'll hear you. I'll hear you out.
I understand it. I hear you. Anime Night. Let's pretend that's not happening. Because especially for Naughty Dog, Neil Druckmann is not with the studio anymore, and they need a hit.
God.
No. In this scenario,
he still is. They got to make their Interstellar game.
Yeah. So they're really down. They haven't done a new game. Interstellar fails, and so they're going back to their hits. This is like their last chance. They do an Uncharted, and they bring back Amy Hennig. Okay.
But she's with Skydance. Also, where's that
money?
Hopefully, that her new game is successful.
That Captain America game is not coming out. It's not coming out. It's vaporware. So they buy back the rights to Spyro and Crash Bandicoot. Okay, and Insomniac makes a new Spyro game, and they have Naughty Dog make a new Crash game. Okay. Do you know how much hype that would cause to have those two making new Spyro and Crash Bandicoot? Because I'm going to be honest, Sony needs a platformer. Like Astrobot did really well, and Astrobot showed that like platformers can do well on PlayStation.
They had Sly Cooper, and yet it's that in the.
They need to make another. They need, honestly, I would give Ratchet and Clank to the Astrobot developers and say go crazy. That's what I would do if I was Sony.
During the infamous Sony leak, we kind of saw where Ratchet Clank. It's not going to come out for multiple years because we're too busy doing Marvel games.
But Ratchet and Clank is still a semi-active IP. That's why I'm saying that.
And I agree with you. Give it to the Astrobot team. Give
Jack and Daxter to the Astrobot team. Who I don't care.
Sly Cooper, anybody, please.
I did get to meet Dev Madan, who's like the artist and everything of the original Sly Cooper. I spoke with him in person at Game On Expo. Yeah. He told me himself he hopes for Sly Cooper 5.
Well, yeah, well, of course he does. But like, no. So this scenario for the Crash game, for
so he's with us. He's with us on this matter, Joker.
What they do. What Naughty Dog does is they hire some of the original Crash devs. Because like, if Tim Kaine can rejoin Obsidian, which by the way, I guarantee you, they didn't hire Tim Kaine to work on Avowed. They hired Tim Kaine to work on Fallout. I'm sorry. There's no fucking way. They don't go through a whole trouble of bringing Tim Kaine out of retirement and have him not work on Fallout. Come on, guys. I'm not saying it's New Vegas 2, but it's something Fallout related. There's no fucking way it is any, like, he's not working on Outer Worlds 3. I mean, that's never happening. But like, it's Fallout. So yeah, like in this fantasy scenario, they bring back some of the Crash people. I don't know the names, but like, that's a move that Sony could do. But yeah, Naughty Dog, they'll probably, honestly, the most realistic scenario, they're going to do an Uncharted 5 and bring back Amy Hennig. Because like an Uncharted 5 with Amy Hennig involved, that will get some eyeballs on it.
You kind of make it like Drake's last big huge thing.
Well, that was Uncharted 4, but you know,
whatever. Uncharted 5.
Have it be an interquel. Have it be an interquel because like it's a video game. But you can bring back Nolan North. I know he's old, but his voice still sounds fine. He can do the motion capture. You know, have the people are still young enough. Their voices still sound fine because there's a big time jump between Uncharted 3 and 4. So there's stuff that you could do in between that. So.
I mean, they kind of did with the Vita titles, but all these titles we're mentioning would at least make up for the lack of air quote gains because the entire gen has been wasted on live service studio crap, which we will get to eventually.
Did you hear the stuff with Fortnite?
Hold on, right here. Got it right here. Here.
Oh, sorry. That's a perfect segue then.
Perfect segue. I got it right here.
Because if we're talking about like live service, I think the era of live service is about to come to an end.
It's good.
It's already is. It's already starting to crash. It already is.
Actually, it's already hit the brick wall. We're about to hit the brick wall.
If Fortnite, the literal king of the mountain, is starting to is like laying off 1,000 employees.
1,000 employees lost their jobs today or yesterday.
Well, here's the domino effect. Sorry, go ahead.
Modes that they tried to push are now being permanently offline. Rocket Racing, October. Ballistic, April 16th, going offline. That's all the modes that they try to keep people money in going. Gone. And even before that, I was told at least that they increased the price for V-Box, also lowering how much you're getting. Great to get those Battle Pass points, guys. I'm like, pfft. And everything, but it's over 1,000 employees. 1,000.
Yeah. If Fortnite is having these problems, what does that say for everything else? I mean, look at High Guard, 45 days, and now they're actively trying to scrub themselves from the internet. You know, like we've had Concord, we have had Concord 2, Concord 3. I think Concord 2 is Marathon, and I think High Guard is Concord 3.
I think Concord 2 is mostly his marathon. High Guard, like Dash and I.
High Guard is Concord 3. It's Concord 3.
I actually did like High Guard for the most part, mostly because I haven't played FPS games in such a long time. So it felt nice to get back into it, but I saw the concept working. You just needed some better modes to also do this before someone hits me. Why don't you guys just make a single player game with a multiplayer mode so we can actually have some fun again? That isn't just live service because
here's the thing though.
Phoenix, how many hours? Oh, hold on. So let me finish first. How many hours did you put into the Brotherhood multiplayer mode for Assassin's Creed, or even
I've
Revelations?
never played it. Never played it.
I put so many hours into those gameplay modes. Not just because it's multiplayer. It was single player with a multiplayer mode. Oh my god, they were so fun to play, and it's like, and they added even some story bits in between here when you were leveling up with Revelations multiplayer mode. You got a bigger picture of what Abstergo was doing. Do these challenge missions with their characters, and you saw more of the truth of what some of these videos were like. So
here's the thing though. People don't realize the knock-on effect this will have for the industry. If Fortnite, I don't think Epic's going to close down, but like Epic has been coasting off of Fortnite money the last 10 years. The whole entire Epic Game Store has been funded. Basically millions of people have a library of hundreds of games and not spend a single dime. Tim Sweeney's crusade against the industry has been funded by Fortnite. And if that's no longer a thing, that's going to really affect the industry. Because Epic Games has been really swinging the giant dick around, and now that's starting to. No, I don't want to continue that analogy. But it's going to have an impact on the industry, like a huge one. I'm not saying that like Epic's going to go away. They have enough capital; they could probably just all right, let's do another Unreal tournament or something.
I mean, I thought they were doing that with UE.
They were, then Fortnite happened. That's why.
They tried Paragon, but then, Fortnite happened.
Paragon, I think Paragon was, that was Gearbox, I think, was doing Paragon.
No, not Paragon. It was their multi-arena battle arena that they tried to get out. That Paragon wasn't.
Paragon, I think, was Gearbox. Like, that was Gearbox's Overwatch.
I've stated this before, but I feel like Crash Team Rumble. I love the Hear me out on this. Great concept. I love what they were trying to do, but as a live service, it did not work.
Oh, speaking of live service, have you heard the rumors that Paramount has been like talking with WB about trying again with multiverses?
Oh,
you idiots! You tried twice and it didn't work. What makes you think it'll work a third time?
Now we can have.
How many times do we have to teach you this lesson, old man?
Also, Phoenix.
Yeah.
You need a little bit of incentive. Okay, I get that. What's the matter? You miss that?
Oh my god. Fuck you.
This is why I'm here. So, equal balance.
You bad. Now you've made me very.
I would just like to think when the voice actor did that line, the producer looked at the engineer and be like, yeah, that's good.
That's good. Also, the fact it's again two separate, but the match and cut is so perfect. It's like, oh my god, this is amazing.
Yeah.
I can only imagine the guys just okay. Do the scene. It's like, oh shit, dang. I think Father could have taken Grandfather, but we never got it. But I think he could have done it. I know, so close to greatness, but it is that domino effect we keep talking about. In fact, we said this many of us said this 10 years ago. How long will Fortnite last? And remember, the only reason Fortnite lasts, they launched Save the World. It's not doing well, but PUBG's doing well. All right, let's make our own Battle Royale mode. Put it in Fortnite. That's why Fortnite was saved, because of the Battle Royale mode. And why only future iterations of Fortnite only comes with Battle Royale. There's no Save the World. That's where the money went. So, and to me, I do personally think that, yes, it is that domino effect. Because once Fortnite's done, it's like, all right, pack it up the live service crap. Go back to making single-player campaigns again.
Well, the problem is we're seeing failure after failure for these live service games. Like, obviously, Concord. Sony poured $200 million. I don't care how insane. I don't care how liberal like these places are. You lose $200 million on a game. You're gonna. I would think somebody would think twice. High Guard, Marathon. Marathon's probably going to limp on for probably a little while longer. I don't know. But like, how many of these need to come out before the industry realize, stop trying to make live service games happen? It's not going to happen. God, I need to make that meme.
Until they get until like they learn. But the thing is, it's once they learn it, it's too little. It's too once they do
Too
learn
little,
it,
too late. Too little,
too late. And the fact they want to pretend like, by the way, they want to make this stuff like Sony. There was the problem for Sony. We'll have like 12 games live service out of the year 2026. Only one of them has lasted.
Here's the other problem you got to realize. A lot of these games take really long to develop, like 5, 6, 8 years. We probably won't be out of the woods on this till probably 2030. Because like you got to realize there are games that were greenlight 2021, 2022, probably as late as I would say 2023. There are still games being greenlit with this stupidity that we have yet to see, that have yet been announced, that we have no clue about. They're gonna, and a lot of them are so deep into development that like, well, we could cancel it, lose a lot of money, or we could continue and like maybe recoup some of our money. So I think it won't. It's like we're gonna still be dealing with this shit to 2030. That's my prediction. And even then, it's like 2033, and then it's a game that was, greenlit in 2021, but it had production issues, and they still, it's like it's Concord 18.
And it is that, and like we said, it's just that bubble that burst. That we're like, we're tired. Can we just?
I would say the bubble kind of popped 2024.
I think around 2022 as well, maybe even a little sooner, like mid 2023, because
that's why we're still getting shitty movies.
The best thing that someone told me was this: it's a simple, you build it once, you add on later. That's the issue, because that's all they want. Keep the revenue flowing, but it's the same thing with your mobile gacha games. They want you to keep coming in, do your daily.
And the big problem with the live service model is they release these games, and if they're not like an instant success, they're a failure. Whereas sometimes these games take time to build an audience. Sometimes
the funny thing is, I hear people argue with me all the time. Oh, but Crash Team Racing Nitro was live service. Nope, it wasn't. It did have the online multiplayer, but it also had the Grand Prix system.
And it had the entire single player from the original. Like, you could literally just buy the game, play the single player, and then maybe play multiplayer with friends. basically play it as if you're playing the PS1 game. Like that's kind of why GTA works, or RDO. Like, yes, GTA Online is there, but you still get an amazing single player experience. Like, you could play the storyline of GTA 5, and it's amazing, and never even touch GTA Online, and it's still one of the best gameplay experiences you will ever have. Same thing with Red Dead Redemption.
Mm-hmm. The good Assassin's Creed games that didn't have the multiplayer mode being, again, Brotherhood, 3, Revelation, and 4. You still get yourself some really good Assassin's Creed storylines there with some really good multiplayer modes that some of the servers are still up, others are kind of gone, but you still get yourself some really nice multiplayer mode. But that's what needs to come back.
That's a big reason why GTA 6, why everybody knows GTA 6 is going to do amazing money, because we know that we're going to get an amazing single-player campaign for GTA 6. Oh, God. There's rumors that, like, GTA 6 might come out on a Switch 2. I am so considering. Like, I'm either going to buy a Switch 2, or I might get a used Series S to play the game.
Because we know, so once it gets announced, I think people have reported, the reports are that Sony plans the entire schedule around this bad boy, because
the whole industry is. The whole entire industry is.
It's a behemoth.
Is there a current release date for it? I think it's supposed to come out either this year or next year.
I think they're planning this year, but the reports came out that they're still debugging stuff, finalizing the
November
missions.
19th, 2026. That's the current release date.
There's reports that Take-Two cannot afford, at least a company that owns them, Take-Two, will not delay it any further. But I'm like, dude, I think want the biggest.
Here's what I think they'll do. They're going to reach a point where it's like
2.0.
I think probably what they're going to do is release a single player first, and like they're going to focus their efforts on making sure the single player works as best as it can. Because people don't remember when GTA Online launched, it was a shit show. It was like a shit show for like the first year it was out. It was bad. It was a mess.
I remember being booted a lot of times too as well, so that was fun.
I mean, hell, there was a bug that like some person found almost 10 years later that sped up the loading screen, and they sent it to Rockstar and got it fixed. It took 10 years to fix that fucking bug, and then someone else had to fix it. It's terrible. But yeah, this is like one of probably the most anticipated game in history. I think that's pretty safe to say. Yeah, they can't afford to fuck up the launch. They can't afford it.
We'll see till that comes. Hello, hi, what? I got a few more things to show before we call it a night. I showed this one to Phoenix right away because I'm like, interesting.
Hello, nurse.
Hello, nurse. So what we got here? We got Spider-Woman, Black Cat, MJ, Gwen, Silk? Is that the other
Possibly, yeah.
I see the red and white, so. Obviously Venom, and then Madam Web? That'll be funny, that's Madam Web. Or just a random person. So.
Yeah. So yeah, them doing a swimsuit issue like this, that's kind of a good sign. It's a good sign.
I see 3 baby mamas that I want to bang so badly in bedrooms.
You want to make them your baby mamas.
I'm telling Sally you cheated on her.
Hey, fuck you. I could dream.
For those who don't know, Sally's a
Wait, you mean Sally Acorn, you fucking furry?
Yes. That's why I said I'm telling Sally he's cheated on her.
You anime nut, you fucking furry.
Hey. I also like Rouge to Bat, so there you go.
That's not better. That's worse.
It's worse, man. It's worse.
Just because the animal has bigger boobs does not make it better.
So I'm kind of glad they're doing
I could
this.
go even further with Crystal the Fox.
No, Anime Night. I am coming to your house and I'm
Phoenix, I got the whip. Pick me up. No. Matter of fact, I'll meet you there. I got the whip, so we're good.
All right. Is it an electrified whip?
So I think this is kind of cool.
Danger.
It's a one-shot comic book.
very much so.
But jokes aside, this looks amazing.
Yeah.
So kind of bold for them to do this. I do. So both in the current episode for the anime for One Piece, they brought back to voice Joy Boy the original English and Japanese voice actors for Luffy. Japanese was for the one-shot episode they did for One Piece for that OVA anime, and Erica Schroeder, Mai from Yu-Gi-Oh! Did voice the original Luffy in the Awful for Kids written script.
The lollipop dub.
Yes, as we call it. Yes. But the funny thing is, when you hear her as
pop
Joy
your
Boy,
lolly all day.
it is so much better. So it was the 4Kids usual editing the screenplays, all those drastic edits. She sounds so much better as Joy Boy. So I want to give
also 4Kids intros always slapped.
They do slap. Come on, Shaman King. Oh my God. Shaman King, Yu-Gi-Oh, Pokemon,
trying to make the unbreakable bond, the world around you. Sorry, I have that thing unlocked.
That thing's amazing. I wish in the redub or the brand new anime they did a reference to that. But
Yu-Gi-Oh, it's time. The duel.
I agree. The 4Kids intros did slap.
I do like for the finale of the Pokemon anime, they brought back the theme song. Yes, that was so cool.
And I did like during the 4Kids dub when they did the last movie they did, which is the Pokemon Jirachi. Yes, they still had the original English ending they like to do, but for the first time ever in the 4Kids history, they combined it with the Japanese version. So I'm like, bold move.
I'm just gonna say it. The 4Kids Pokemon dub is the best.
It's superior, in my opinion. Do I like what the new dubs are doing? They have good actors, but I just don't like some of their voices.
I'm sorry, just like those original voices, like Veronica Taylor. She can still do the Ash voice, and it sounds amazing.
Still amazing.
Like, look at her at any convention. Like, there's a video of Veronica Taylor in the Ash voice saying "Release the Epstein files." It is the greatest thing ever.
I was like, what? I was like, what? But
if 4Kids was still around, they would be so mad. You have not lived until you've heard Earth Ash Ketchum or say he wants to release the Epstein files.
I love Veronica. Like, Veronica is still my Ash. Do I like Sarah? She's grown on me over the years. Don't get me wrong. Because you can tell she was still trying to do Veronica voice, but it's like, just give up and do your own thing. It's like, okay, I appreciate it. But here's the thing. Why I still like Veronica? Even when Ash still won the championship, she said, hey, good job in the Ash voice. I'm like, good.
I still have a bone to pick with the fandom because every time I point out that he won the Orange League, they're like, it doesn't count.
It still doesn't count.
Oh,
it does count. It is.
However, counter argument.
It doesn't count because you want the feel good moment of him finally winning a league. It doesn't count because your emotional fragility won't allow it. Fuck you, Silent Joker.
I said this. How often do they count the Orange League? How often do they bring it up in the anime?
Doesn't matter. Doesn't fucking matter. Doesn't
but
fucking
I will
matter.
admit this. But did they bring up the trophy?
Doesn't fucking matter.
You won one league.
You don't fucking matter.
Feature doesn't matter.
Oh,
Okay, okay, I'm done.
oh,
Okay, we're done now.
You
We're
have
done.
2 seconds. You have 2 seconds to take that back.
Screechers matters.
Okay, you are forgiven.
But she does matter.
You went a little bit too far there, brother. You went a little bit too far.
Okay, that's why we don't cross.
Yes.
Yet.
But Ash did win the Orange League, and that counts.
He does win the Orange League. It still counts. I just wish they bring it up more often. Because that's the stupidest thing. Like, why don't you bring up the Orange League?
To be fair, it's filler arc. It's a filler arc. It's like, it's like they don't bring up Battle Frontier or whatever. Or
They kind of do a little bit because in Diamond and Pearl, when they're fighting the fighting type Pokemon gym, Paul's brother is there, and it's like, oh, Brock looks at all the badges. It's like, oh no, they're all mine, but I stop at the end of Battle Frontier. So it's like, it counts. Because
the only thing I'm mad about is, so he revisited a lot of his Pokemon. It was nice, we got to see Butterfree. We finally got resolution for Pidgeotto. They didn't touch upon his Primeape.
What happened? Did they touch upon Ampipon?
I don't know, and honestly, I don't care. But like, okay, Pidgeotto, we got like one shot of him meeting Butterfree and his mate. Fine,
I'll take that.
He finally revisited Pidgeot. Okay, cool.
I bet he was like, "Excuse me, where the hell have you been for all these years? And why are you still 10 years old?" Like, if I was his Pidgeot, I'd be like, "Excuse me, you miss all your nieces and nephews over here."
The one missed opportunity is, I feel like during the X and Y arc, he should have gotten a Mega Charizard. Instead, they literally invented like Frogier variant. Like, okay, like he got like a special merge form, but there's literally two different versions: of Charizard X and Charizard Y. It would have been perfect if the league finals was his Charizard X versus the other person's Charizard Y.
I mean, the
like,
battle itself.
They literally did that in Pokemon Origins. In the Pokemon Origins anime. I mean, that's Red. But like they had his Charizard Mega Evolve.
To promote X and Y. To promote X and Y, but it's still badass.
Yeah.
Still badass. The fight we got with Mega Greninja and Mega Charizard was still badass, but I'm like, really?
Do you remember the Genesect movie where they had Mewtwo come back and turn into Mewtwo Y?
Yes, it's a little weird.
I love how in the dub, I think in the American dub, they kind of imply it is the same Mewtwo, which in my opinion would be so great to have the Mewtwo from Mewtwo Strikes Back come back and fight Genesect and turn into Mewtwo Y.
I do understand why they changed voice actors, because the guy is still around. You probably couldn't get him back, but
yeah.
But it's like, okay, new voice. I kind of accepted that. Dan Green's Mewtwo. I'm like, I don't know what it is with Dan Green, because I liked him as an actor. I just don't like his Mewtwo
But even then, like,
reason.
It would have been very easy to edit the dialogue to kind of like say like, yeah, I am the same person, or whatever,
I don't know if it is in Japanese or not, but that's weird. But
still, it's a great callback. It's a
great callback, though. It's a great callback. But here's the last news before we all get tired and go to bed. Yes, the 2008 Speed Racer movie by the Wachowskis is getting.
This one needs a 4K. This needs a 4K release.
It's getting a 4K UHD steelbook pre-orders, at least in the UK. But here's what we are getting one in the USA without the extra features, which I'm like, eventually somebody will.
I'm really glad this movie is, like, in the last 5 years, this movie's kind of had like a reevaluation. I'm so glad people are finally like. I've always enjoyed this movie.
I always loved it as a kid. I always did.
It's a great movie. And like watching it as an adult is still because it's up there with Alita Battle Angel as showing like, yes, West, like the American people, we can adapt anime. We can do it. It's possible. We just gotta act, because the problem is a lot of Hollywood types, they look down upon anime. But when you get like a director like the Wachowskis or Robert Rodriguez who actually love the source material, Oh my
with
god, they
Cameron
do great work.
at the helm.
What?
Because you got to remember, Cameron got introduced to Battle Angel thanks to Guillermo showing him the manga. Cameron wants to make into a movie.
And Cameron's always been a bit of an anime head. Like if you look at a lot of his stuff, he does like anime.
Like if you watch the interviews that they did, even Cameron said Robert knows what he's doing, but there's some changes. It's like, okay, we can do it, but just be careful. It's like, okay. I love how the way he acted.
We'll probably get an Alita 2 at some point.
Please.
We need it so bad. Also, shout out to the Army. I love you guys. You guys are awesome.
Yeah.
So I'm glad, like Phoenix says, I'm glad the reevaluation's been here because it is a good movie. Yes, it's cheesy, corny, 2000.
Ninjas? More like nanjas, am I right?
They go for it. That stupid line. Was that a ninja? It's more like a ninja. I'm like,
well, it's stupid and it's corny, but they know it and they embrace it and they play it straight. That's what makes a movie. There's no winking at the camera.
The color palette is so cool.
Okay, this is
even when they're racing, dude. This is some high energy shit. That from the
when I get my home theater set up to where I have like the big ass 4K TV and I have like the lights behind it that match what's on the movie. This is the first thing I'm popping in. Can you imagine like how good that'll look with like the surround sound and like the lights behind the background of the TV that match the movie? Like, do you know how good that'll look?
Pretty sweet, honestly.
This will be the first movie I pop in. But also 4K. This movie is gonna look so good in 4K.
It looks amazing. I love the car designs. It's like seeing the iconic colors, vibrant, the speed, the energy, the sound. Like, oh man, this was Wachowski's just going for it. Like, yes, they learned so much from the Matrix. Apply it to here. Failed the box office. I don't care. It's amazing.
I think this was like their first movie. No, their first movie after the Matrix was V for Vendetta. I mean, they produced it, but it counts because they had a good run in 2000. This V for Vendetta, they did this, and then like Ninja Assassin. I think was kind of like their last movie. They did. Is Ninja Assassin any good?
I don't know. I always saw the box art at my local family video.
It has its moments. It's actually good. I do like the weaponry and the mist and everything in between.
I think V for Vendetta is great. I think V for Vendetta is a great movie. I will defend that movie.
Ninja Assassin was directed by James McTeague as a assistant director on Dark City, the Matrix trilogy, and so yes, you're right. They did produce it with him. So,
but their fingerprints are all over it, and it was marketed as a movie. So,
and then after that, it's kind of like, they kind of go a little bit all over the place because is Cloud Atlas good? I still like it for the most part. Is Jupiter Legacy Jupiter Ascending?
I'm going to be honest. Jupiter Legacy it's not a bad movie. It's probably like one of the best 5 or 6 out of 10 movies you'll ever see. Like, it's stupid, it's dumb, it doesn't make any sense, but it looks nice, and at the very least, it's entertaining. So it actually does the bare minimum.
And then it was like after that, it was like, they do Sense8. Again, I liked it for the most part. Yes, it was expensive at the time to make, and that's why they kind of canceled it. And low audience. They did do one special to wrap everything up. I'm like, it could have been handled better. It was, to me, that was kind of a shame.
I mean, I at least give them props for at least like trying new ideas. Like, sure, a lot of them failed, but they at least take risks.
And then we'll talk about at least the good Wachowski, not the other one, of the Solo Matrix Resurrection. I mean, I don't hate it, but I'm like, it's just not, well, better than the last Matrix movies, but even the last two had some better stuff in them than Resurrection.
Oh, trust me, we talked about Matrix Resurrections plenty. We're doing Animatrix this Friday, by the way, Joker.
Ooh, okay. Sweet.
Yeah, if you want to join, feel free.
Yeah, talk to me later, and then we'll decide
Yeah.
for that. I'm awesome. This is getting some cool stuff, but that's all we really have for you guys tonight. So,
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. It's been a lot of fun. Again, rest in peace to all of our great legends who shaped our childhood. And keep in mind of some things that are going on. Take everything with a grain of salt unless the things change. But we do have some excitement moments coming in.
Yeah.
But we're gonna get out of here. Nick, I will stop by this Friday. The link does work. I managed to check it before I went to bed. I'm like, okay, it still works. So we'll see. Joker, real quick. Are we good for tomorrow?
we're still good for tomorrow, so I'll be fine. So,
Alrighty, then we will finish the finale of X-Men Evolution Season 1 tomorrow night, episodes 11 through 13. Because I believe the last two episodes are a part 2 of or 1 to 2 parts, but that's just how it is. But take care, everybody. Check out Phoenix's channel, support the gentleman, and support support Screecher. Let's get the man going. I cannot wait to see what else he does. Check out everybody's channels. Big thank you to everybody for coming on in. We are